For 2 decades, artist Christina Henry has been teaching people the craft of bonnet making. She draws inspiration from Tasmania's colonial past, but there's one group of women convicts whose work she holds close to her heart.
It's the only known surviving quilt of all of the number of quilts that were made on ships that came out.
The Rajah quilt consists of more than 2,000 pieces of fabric and is about twice the size of a double bed. It was crafted by women convicts aboard the Rajah, which carried 180 female convicts from London to Tasmania in 1841.
The embroidery and the lace making that some of them achieved is just exceptional.
It's believed the quilt was presented to Lady Jane Franklin on arrival in Hobart before being sent back to England and rediscovered in an attic in Scotland almost 150 years later. It's an artefact that has even inspired contemporary artworks, including one on show in Hobart.
This piece is called Ruffles on the Rajah, and it was made in 2018 by an artist called Burn Emmerichs. They're all known collectively as the people who created the Rajah quilt, but they're not known as individuals. So she wanted to recover the individuals as best as possible. So she created these delightful little portraits of them as well.
The Rajah quilt spends most of its time in storage at the National Gallery of Australia, but a Sydney playwright, Kate Whitaker, is hoping to change this through her new play, Jane Franklin and the Rajah quilt.
This has been written deliberately to push this sentiment, to bring it home, but to hide it away with an excuse that it's just too frail. It's like people who don't touch books, they drop apart by the time you open them. We can't hide something that's the spirit of these women.
The National Gallery of Australia says the fragile state of the quilt restricts the amount of time it's on display, but it will be on show in Canberra next year. Isabella Podwinski, ABC News.